Hello everybody, welcome to the vlog. I am on my way to Soho House. It is here in Miami and I am actually going to meet my college roommate there and also gonna get some work done, but there is such bad traffic. I don't know why, it's only 2:45. I swear Miami traffic is like LA. I'm gonna be filming a productive week in my life because I have a lot that I need to get done and I'm finally back in Miami. I was just in New York City for 2 weeks, which was great and it was also very productive. So if you do want to see that vlog, then I uploaded that last week, I believe, so definitely check that out. I got a lot of work done at home today, so I took my meetings at home, which I actually only had like calls with my team, and then I had to do a lot of just like random admin work. I swear half the time I'm like doing work and doing stuff, I'm like, where does the time go? Like I feel like I write a to-do list and then half the time I like don't even get to my to-do list because I'm doing a bunch of other stuff. So this week I'm really gonna try to stick to it and to be very diligent about it. I'll show you guys my system of like how I prioritize things and how I get things done, but really it's just through like deadlines, what's urgent. That's pretty much how I've been doing it. Today my main big task is actually to edit the New York City vlog. So that is gonna go up this week, but it's a sponsorship, so that's also due this week. So my task is to edit that video. That is like my main priority after I get coffee with my friend, if I ever get there, because I'm literally in like standstill traffic. Just been listening to a podcast on my drive. I'm listening to the podcast, it's Dwayne Wade's podcast with Pat Riley, who is the previous coach of the Heat, and he also is part owner of the Heat. I call him the Godfather, and I just find it really interesting. I've actually been listening to a lot more podcasts with guests that I'm not really like that aware of, or it's not like they're on my top tier list of guests to listen to. Like for example, I just listened to the Creator podcast with Guy Raz, which I love Guy Raz. I think he's such an amazing interviewer, but I listened to that podcast with Jake Johnson, who is Nick on New Girl, and New Girl is like one of my favorite shows. And he's not someone that I like actively follow or, oh, there's a police behind me. Okay, I'm moving out of the way. I wonder if they really are going anywhere or if they just turn those lights on to get out of traffic. Anyways, I listened to a podcast with him, and like I said, he's not someone that I actively follow or I'm like a huge fan of, besides like obviously I liked him in New Girl, but it was so interesting and so inspiring, and there were so many takeaways that I got from that episode, and I want to start listening to more podcasts like that I just feel like might be inspiring, even if I don't necessarily care that deeply about the guest. That's why with this one, obviously I'm a huge Miami Heat fan. My family has been a Heat fan forever, and so I know who Pat Riley is, I obviously know who Dwayne Wade is, and I respect both of them as human beings and in their profession, and I think they're like great at what they do. But it's not like I'm like, oh my god, Pat Riley, have to listen to this. Like I'm not like obsessed with him or anything like that. I don't follow his life by any means. I was like, you know, this sounds interesting. It's called like legacy, leadership, and something else. I don't know, it's not coming up on the screen, but it's just an interesting podcast, and I feel like I am just getting inspired and learning a lot. So anyways, that is my daily tip of listen to podcasts, even if the guests that you might not necessarily care, quote unquote, about, because I think that you actually learn a lot more than you think from those episodes. As I sit in this traffic, I think I've moved like 0.1 miles since recording this clip. It's already 2:49 and I'm like essentially in the same spot that I was when I started recording. I'm going to put the camera away and hope that this traffic speeds up, because if it's like this for another like 8 miles, which is pretty much how much longer I have to go, then that's gonna be really depressing. And then my parents are here, so I have a free dinner actually at Water, which is the restaurant on top of the One Hotel, and I've never been besides like getting drinks there, so I'm really excited. I am still doing dry January though, so I will not be drinking because it is January 29th, and I want to like carry dry January into February. I don't think I'll be as strict in February, like I'm not gonna be like, okay, it's February, like I can't drink, but I just like feel so good this month and I don't really want to drink. I'll do it on like occasion, but, and I was never like a huge drinker before, but like there's very little part of me that wants to go out There's like no part of me that wants to go and like get drunk and anything like that and like feel hungover. Like I'll enjoy a drink, but then sometimes when I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have one drink, I'm kind of like, what's the point? Like I might as well get a mocktail. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. If you guys have either been sober curious, I think that's the word people are using now, is like sober curious. If you're not like, you know, you're not swearing off alcohol, but you're kind of like curious about it, and you don't like have to be sober for like addiction reasons, you're just wanting to be. And then also if you guys feel like, I don't know, 2024, I feel like I've just not been in the mood to drink. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. I'm gonna turn the camera off and hope this traffic dies down. Welcome to the productivity session with your host, Natalie. I am going to teach you how I plan my weeks and how I stay productive, because I realize I do not film everything I'm doing all day because I am in the zone. I'm productive. And so I was like, okay, I want to make this vlog a productivity vlog, but I also need to be productive, and that requires me not filming. You see where I'm getting at? So I wanted to film this little segment of the vlog and teach you guys the tips that I have been using, and then tips that I'm going to use to be even more productive, because I have learned a lot about productivity, and I have managed being a founder of a startup, being a full-time content creator, and also a podcaster, which I like to say podcaster separate from content creator, because I do think there's a lot of people that don't necessarily consider themselves influencers, but they have a podcast, they have a newsletter, they're interviewing people, yada, yada, yada. Let's break down my system. I highly recommend that you watch my Plan With Me videos if you like this type of content, because I do a deep dive, I share my screen, all of that stuff for the productivity content with how I plan my month. But I'm gonna talk to you about my day today. There's 3 very important tools that I use. Number 1, the notes in my phone, very simple gal. Number 2, Google Calendar. And number 3, Rella. So with the notes in my phone, I actually have my to-do list. I used to have it on Notion, and then they made me pay for it. And I was like, no, not for a to-do list. I'm just using the notes in my phone, and I actually use Grace Beverly's system. I don't know if she came up with this system or not, but I have been using the Grace Beverly system, and I am now incorporating Amanda Getz system, the to-do or two-day, I think it's called the two-day system. So it's a mix of the 3 sections of quick ticks, tasks, and projects, mixed with the 2-day system that Amanda Getz has talked about. You don't know who any of these people are, don't worry, I'm about to explain this process to you. With my quick ticks, tasks, and projects, I list that out in my notes on my computer or on my phone. Every day of the week, I have those 3 sections. Quick ticks is anything that will take you less than 5 minutes. Tasks is anything that will take you between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. And then projects is anything that will take you longer than 30 minutes and usually requires deep work. The 2-day system that I recently learned from Amanda is picking 2 things that you are going to get done that day. That's it, just 2 things. Focusing on those first thing or whenever you have like a batch of focus work. And then it's time batching so that you can actually get this like focus work done. So I'm actually going to include a newsletter that Amanda Getz wrote that is literally life-changing, and I've started to implement it. I'm very excited to show you guys how I hope it like changes my productivity. I will try to batch my meetings. The only time I have meetings in the morning is Monday mornings when I have my team meetings. The rest of the week, I will have my meetings stacked in the afternoon. So I will have it from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. That is when I stack my meetings. You know, there will be times someone will say like, hey, I can't do those times. Can you do another time? And I'm flexible. But that allows me to get to work on my 2 things that I'm going to get done that day, first thing in the morning, and I'm not distracted by my email, by meetings, anything else. And then once I'm done with those 2 big things that I'm working on, I can go into my quick ticks, my tasks, and my projects. Projects is those 2 big things that I'm working on, but the quick ticks and tasks are things that I can get done at the end of the day, or if I have like little 30-minute gaps in between my meetings in the afternoon, I'll get those things done. So a lot of that is either responding to emails, following up with people, checking in on someone, all of that stuff. So that is how I kind of merge those 2 together. When it comes to what Google Calendar is for, that's to keep track of all of my meetings, keep track of my day, and I know how I need to organize my day. And then with Rella, that helps keep all of my content in place. Any campaigns that I'm working on, any tasks associated with those campaigns, due dates when I need to get paid by, that organizes my life for that. And then I will upload the content into Rella. I will auto post it across platforms. I can repurpose it so I'm not having to upload it across all 3 platforms like manually myself. And it's also how I communicate with my podcast editor. So I will have her upload reels there, I'll give her edits and all of that stuff. And that way that has all my campaigns, all my content, all my social posts in one spot. So those are the 3 apps that I use on a daily basis. And I am so excited to implement these like 2 merging systems together because I think it's really going to change my life. And I'm someone that loves to work in the morning. I get deep work done in the morning, but if you are not like that, then you can do your 2 big things at the end of the day. And the reason why this works is because I think so many of us will look at our to-do list and it's kind of like an illusion of being productive because we get the smallest things, that the smallest and easiest things to get done out of the way, and then you never work on your big projects or the things that you actually have to get done that move the needle. This is the system I'm using. If you want me to do a whole deep dive like video on it, I totally can, but that's why I definitely recommend my Plan With Me's because I really get into my monthly planning and my systems and I talk about what worked and what didn't work that month. If you like this little segment of the video, let me know because this vlog is definitely more chatty, which I love, and you guys have been giving me feedback that you like my chatty vlogs, but I also want to make sure that I'm constantly providing value. So I hope that this segment was helpful for you and that you guys did learn something or take something away from this, and I cannot wait to see how I implement this into my schedule, more so than I'm doing, you know, in this vlog, which I'm kind of taking you through my week, but it's more chatty. But I hope that it shows you a kind of everything that I touch throughout the week. And before we get into the rest of the vlog, I wanted to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what Squarespace is, it is the best and easiest way to build an online website. If we're going to talk about productivity and building a business, we have to talk about building your brand, which you need to have a website for and own your domain. I am excited to partner with Squarespace because I've been using them for years, and I have also used other website builders, and none of them are as beautiful as Squarespace. Seriously, look at all of these templates, whether you want simple, loud, colorful, plain, you can customize it, and Squarespace already has built-in beautiful templates. I am seriously obsessed with them, and if you don't believe me, go and check out getrella.com because that is a website completely built on Squarespace. If you want 10% off your purchase, you can use the code NatalieBarbu at checkout or go to squarespace.com/NatalieBarbu. Let's get into the vlog. My office today, and first things first, I need to edit a YouTube video. This YouTube video was due yesterday, or no, 2 days ago? 2 days ago. I pushed it to yesterday, and then I had to push it one more time to today, so I have to finish this. It is my New York City week in my life, and I'm sad because it is a sponsorship, and I wanted to upload it tomorrow, but I do not think I will have time to upload it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for tomorrow's video. We'll see about that. I just went to the Poly showroom this morning. It was in Miami Beach, and it's really cool because they invite influencers and content creators out there to pick out a few pieces, and it's totally free, and you just kind of have to like post on your stories or post on social media like whenever you feel like it about them. And I got some really cute workout clothes, so I'm excited to actually like share it on socials. And if you ever want to see like fashion stuff, I do obviously post them on like YouTube as well, but I love to post them on my Instagram stories and my Instagram posts too. Today I have a few calls starting at 1 p.m. So I have a call with a talent manager who's going to give us a lot of feedback on Rella. She's been using it for months. She's like obsessed with it, and so we're very appreciative of her always giving constant feedback. I have another call with someone who might connect me with some investors, and he also works in the startup space. Then I have a call with an investor. Then I have a call with a user/creator on the platform, and then I have a call with another investor. So today I kind of have like scattered calls. They're not back to back. There's like 30 minutes in between each of them. Usually it's hard for me to get into deep work at that point, but it's 11:40. My first call is at 1, and I need to finish the video by then because the 30-minute increment breaks, it's gonna be really hard to get it out there. So I'm gonna sit down and just start editing, and then I'm actually going to walk you through my process of how I plan out my days and how I know what needs to get done. Usually the first thing is if there's anything like pressing, like a timeline or a deadline, then I need to get that done like first thing in the morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, and I started working on the video at 8 a.m. Then I went to the showroom, and now I'm back here working on the video. So this one is a long one though. I had like 45 minutes of footage, so that usually takes me like 3 hours to edit, I would say. And I want to make my videos, like I'm really trying to put effort into my videos. So let me know if you guys have noticed an increased effort or not. Anyways, Connor's not at the office right now. He'll probably come in later this afternoon. We usually just come in for like the second half of the day because we're like in focus mode in the morning at home. It is 6:30 and I'm actually gonna go on a walk with my friend. She lives right by our office, so I'm gonna go on a quick 30-minute walk with her, and then I'm actually going to my other friend's house and we are gonna cook some dinner. We're cooking salmon tacos tonight and I'm so excited, and then I'm gonna go home. My apartment is a literal mess. Like, it is so messy right now and it's really grossing me out, but I'm definitely gonna be dead by the time I get home, so I am going to clean all of that up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna carve some time out. I am gonna wake up early so I can do my workout and clean my apartment. And depending on what I have that afternoon, if I have any in-person meetings or things after work, I will either work from home or I will work out of my apartment. We will see. The first outfit that I got from Revolve, and I think it is so cute. It's this floral top with the matching floral skirt. So this is very mini, but it is a skirt, shorts underneath, or shorts in the back. But how gorgeous is this? This is by far, I think, my favorite. It's the first thing I've tried, but I think this is so beautiful and so flattering, and I'm obsessed with this top. Another set, if there's one thing that I love, it is a good set, but this is like a winter, kind of winter set, winter in Miami set, is this gorgeous sweater. I love the sleeves. I love the fact that it's like has this little fuzzy stuff at the bottom, and then the matching skirt, which is like sweater vibes. So definitely can't wear this in the summer or the spring, but here in Miami, this is like the cutest little winter look. I will definitely be wearing it. And also today, it's very cold outside. It's 55 degrees and windy. Like, I'm wearing my Uggs today. Okay, this is another set. Like I said, big set girl. This one is actually so comfortable. It's like a sweat set, but it's one that you can actually dress up. So the top I think is so cute. These literally feel like yoga pants. They might as well be, but they're super long, so you gotta wear them with heels. And I feel like this color blue is really flattering on my skin tone and with my hair, and I am just like obsessed with this look. This is another one that I think the color is so beautiful. So this is a dress that's from Super Down, which I feel like is their more affordable brand. I love this dress. I think it's so pretty. It's a max or midi dress, I would say. And it's super, super stretchy. The dress is so beautiful, and I love that the straps are actually adjustable, even though it's these like little teeny straps that usually would fall off of me. And it's a midi dress, but it like flares out, and it has buttons like all along here. I feel like you can't really see that well, but there's buttons all along, and I just think it's like so delicate and girly. This is another super cute dress. I love the color, and the detail is so gorgeous on it. Like all of these beads on this dress. Look at how cute this is. I feel like Tinkerbell. I had to put my hair up for this one because I just don't think there's another way to wear this dress. This neckline is like one of my favorite necklines. I think it's so, so flattering. And I feel like you can wear this dress to a wedding or to like an event. And it's just simple, but really cute. And then with this neckline, I feel like you have to do a low back. And I love this so much. Okay, I think this dress I do need a tan for, but I think it's gorgeous. I don't know if I'm supposed to wear it off the shoulder or just like this, because it goes like super low if it's like this, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like you can wear it both ways, but it has this like gorgeous slit right here, and I'm obsessed that it's like a black sheer like sheet over it. That's definitely not what it's called. And then like nude underneath. Kind of looks like my skin tone a little bit, but I think this is so, so gorgeous. Obviously, you would need to wear heels with this, but I do have a few weddings, like I said, this year, so these are all possible options, and I actually like it with my hair up as well. I have been adding running to my workouts, and by saying I have added, it means I did it once, but I'm gonna keep up with it. So this morning, I am actually gonna do my Form by Sammy Clark, which is like 30 minutes of either Pilates or strength training, and then I'm gonna go on a run. I went on a run 2 days ago, and my shins are really sore, and Let me preface this by saying I do not run. The last time I ran for like a workout, just like ran in general, was probably like 5 years ago. Like I don't ever run. I'm not a runner. However, I have wanted to do something that challenges myself, that just kind of gets me out of my comfort zone. But the thing about running that I have a fear with which maybe some of you guys can relate, is I feel like when people start running, they lose a lot of weight and they lose their muscle. And I am not someone that wants to lose my muscle. I have worked so hard for it. And this is, again, no like shade to runners, because this is my personal insecurity. I don't want to lose like my butt, or I don't want to like lose the tonedness that I've gained, or that I've developed, I guess. And I'm scared that running's gonna do that. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna run like 2 to 3 times a week, not long runs. I'm doing Nike Run Club, and I'm doing 0 to 5K, and like a 5K is not even a lot, but I'm telling you guys, I'm a beginner. And so it's only a few times a week, and then I'm just gonna keep my strength training on top of that and see how I feel. So let me know if any of you runners or fitness people are in the comments, because I'm not educated on this. These are all my own assumptions. But yeah, I'm being honest, that's like my fear when it comes to running. So let me know what you guys think. Anyways, I am going to do my Pilates today. I'm doing a booty workout and a little bit of an ab workout, and it's 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna head and run. I'm just sad that I have like my shins hurt. Do I need to stretch more? Like, what do I need to do to prevent that? Or is it just because I haven't ran in years? Today is a recovery run. It says it's only 7 minutes. So yeah, it's like not a lot at all. Want to do more though? I'm like kind of bored by that. Is there a way to like change this, or should I stick to this plan? I guess I'll just do a recovery run since my shins hurt, and then maybe I'll walk the rest of it. I don't know. Anyways, let's do some Pilates. I am back from my run. I underestimated a 7-minute run. I was like, that's nothing. But the last/first run I did this week was speed run. So it was like 1 minute at a quicker pace, and then 1 minute rest, 1 minute quicker pace, 1 minute rest. And it was a total of 8 or 9 rounds. So 7 minutes of straight running was actually challenging for me. So I'm gonna take my words back and say that that was enough. I ran 7 minutes, and then I walked the rest of the way back. So I did like 1.5 miles. I'm definitely pretty slow. I'm not fast at all, but it's a good challenge for me. Even though I don't love running. Like, I have, the whole time I was like, ow, like my shins hurt. So if you guys could leave me recs on what to do for that, or if that's just because I haven't ran, then let me know. I also didn't stretch today just because I felt like I worked out already and did Pilates before. I was like, I feel like that was probably stretching enough, but well, sound off in the comments, because I have no clue if that's like what I'm supposed to do or not. My apartment is an absolute disaster. My parents were here recently, and it is just like a mess. Not that they left it a mess, but when you have 3 people staying in an apartment, it just gets dusty. There's food, like crumbs, hair on the floor, all of that stuff. So it's only 8:15. I want to start working by like 9 or 9:30. I'm honestly fine if it's 9:30 today. Yesterday I started working at 8 a.m. So I'm like, it's fine. I also need to not like feel guilty about things. I don't know, it's not about when you start, it's about like what you get done. So I need to stop that. So I'm listening to a podcast. I have 35 minutes left in this podcast. Ideally, I would like to clean my apartment in these 35 minutes. If not, I'll just start another podcast, but that's gonna be my benchmark. So I am about to start with the kitchen. Then I'm gonna go to my room, and then I am going to vacuum my apartment because it is really dirty, like I said, and then my bathroom. So let's do it. DoorDashed some Starbucks. I got a venti iced latte because I have no oat milk here. DoorDashed this, and I have the DoorDash pass. I think that's what it's called, because I have a Chase Sapphire card and you get it for free. So if you guys want to apply for a Chase Sapphire, I'll have it linked down below. It's the best credit card. Anyways, I ordered this and I wasn't able to get like the free DoorDash delivery unless I added $5. So I got these like Madeline cookies. They're honestly so good. This is like Starbucks' best desserts. I'm not even kidding. They're amazing. So I got 2 orders of these to reach the limit. And yes, I did spend $17 in total, including tax and tip for a coffee. But I'm like, okay, 2 of these would have been like $5. So really it's like I spent $12 for this. And like, I think this would have been like almost $10 at the store. So my time is worth those $2. That's girl math. Time to record my podcast. I just did the outline on Rella. I plan out my podcast on Rella. I have all of the upcoming podcast episodes. I will keep track when something's recorded, when it's uploaded to my editor, and then my editor will actually go in and she will put like the reels on here and I'll approve it or like leave any notes for editing. But this is the outline. We're talking all about confidence today. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to talk about this on the podcast for a while and I'm very happy this is gonna go up. This will already be up by the time you're watching this. So now I just got ready. My hair, I haven't brushed it out yet, but I did just curl it. And I am going to sit down and record this podcast in my bedroom. So let's do it.